One of the biggest questions that I do get asked is, how long will it take me to learn to drive, or how many lessons will I need? And I always say when I'm asked that question is that I can't really answer that question, because how long is a piece of string? The DVSA recommend that you have 45 hours with an instructor with gaining professional tuition, and supplementing the training and building your muscle memory with at least 20 hours of private practice. Now, not everybody has access to another car, so some people do only have tuition from an instructor. So if somebody only has tuition from an instructor, that can be a factor in how long they learn, because they have a lesson once a week, whereas somebody who's got access to a car and a family member who will help them along and work with the instructor, they will actually gain the muscle memory more quickly, and they will get to the standard more quickly. But there are actually huge variations in how people learn. The two main factors are coordination and spatial awareness. So somebody who's lacking in coordination will take longer to put all the movements together. It'll take them longer to gain a smooth driving technique, and also use the controls according to what they see. And the other thing is spatial awareness. Now, somebody with spatial awareness will have difficulty maintaining a good road position, and that does get better with practice and perseverance. So if people struggle with either one of them two issues, yeah, that might have an impact on how long it takes them to learn to drive. It will take them that little bit longer. Another massive issue, and it is a massive issue, is confidence. Now, what I do find, the difference between somebody with confidence and somebody who lacks confidence, is that even though they will have difficulties with putting things together, learning to drive, it's a complex skill, it's not learned easily or quickly, but somebody with confidence will know that if they do make a mistake, that with practice they will get better at it, and they're more likely to take on board the remedial action. Whereas somebody who lacks confidence will make a mistake, or they'll make a mistake more than once, or have difficulty developing something more than once or a couple of times, and they'll say, oh, I can't do this. Or they might come to a certain roundabout and say, oh, I hate this roundabout, or I hate this junction, I hate this manoeuvre. That really is a confidence issue, and I always challenge that when people say it, because I say you've no reason to hate this situation. It is just simply a case of the skills involved need further development. And a lot of time I do get that message across. And the other issues are neurodivergence. Somebody with dyspraxia, for example, will have a lot of difficulty putting the movements together. It's not just coordination; it's like a more severe form of coordination difficulty. Somebody with dyslexia may have trouble reading road signs, and we have to look for ways around that. For example, Adeline the other day said that she has troubles differentiating between the figure 3 and the figure 8, and I always say, well, if you look at your signs, would it really be 80 when you've got a built-up area? And you use that kind of logic to work around it. And other people, for example, may have ADHD or autism, and someone with ADHD will very often struggle with concentration, so they're only able to absorb a certain amount of information in one go. So the process has to be a little bit slower, and you have to work to that person's learning capacity. And I think that can be the same with autism, but the traits in both those conditions do vary to a degree. So you do have to look at each person as an individual. And that is just the truth, really. That's the reality of how people vary in how long they actually take to learn to drive. Now, very often I've had it said to me that driving instructors are just out for people's money. They'll string people along. We don't. Well, a good instructor doesn't anyway. Because speaking personally and speaking for a lot of instructors that I know, we have a lot of people waiting to start, and we would love to let these people in, but we're not going to cut corners on the people that we are actually teaching. Our job is to create a safe driver, and that comes before anything. If that means people who are waiting have to wait or have to go elsewhere, then that has to happen. So I hope that the information that I've given in this short video does get out, and hopefully it will help people build the confidence and also inform people of what the actual learning to drive process actually entails, and what the difficulties and problems can be. If you like this, you can always follow me and like the video.